This week's showcase set was arguably one of the most valuable, even the most popular set of that particular year. Granted, when it originally released, there was absolutely no way I was ever going to have any in my collection. At least not until the big boom of the hobby, and then the market got saturated, and then it really just got out. But I mean, that's a story for another time. This set opened hobbyists' eyes quite wide. This week, I'm showcasing the 1990-91 O-Pee-Chee Premiere. Setting the border colors according to the team, this set was numbered alphabetically by the player's last name. The set was quite small by today's standards at only 132 cards. The set had a whopping 58 rookies, and what a rookie class it is. By far one of the greatest rookie classes in my opinion. Rob Blake, Peter Bondra, Ty Domi, Sergei Fedorov, Jaromir Jagr, Curtis Cujo Joseph, Mike Modano, Alexander Mogilny, Owen Nolan, good old JR, Jeremy Roenick, Mats Sundin. And that's just shaving some of the names right off the top. Although there are some errors in the set, there are only a few that I feel are relevant to this show. Card number 87, Brian Noonan. The front photo of the card is actually pictured Dan Vincelette. Card number 89 of Greg Parks was actually pictured Scott Arniel on the back. There were other errors written on the back of some cards, however, nothing too crazy. Prior to the whole COVID fiasco, you were able to find many of these cards at a pretty low price. But once again, the card market boomed and soared once everyone were in the midst of a lockdown, which sent many of the junk wax era cards skyrocketing, much higher than they probably have ever been. However, what goes up will come down. Personally, I can't justify some of the values some of these cards are still going for to this day, despite the market kind of dropped a little bit, but seems to remain quite steady. Perhaps I'm still fixated on prices prior to everything going nuts. Just my own personal opinion that I believe a lot of people are still hanging on to some of the prices that they were several years ago when everybody was in lockdown and everything was much more expensive. I assure you, there are still tons and truckloads full of 90s products. They haven't shortened out by any means. And this hobby is pretty much based on supply and demand. I suppose that is a story for another time, but nonetheless, that is this week's Flashback Friday Showcase.